You guys keep asking for my custom tactics and my player roles on FC25, and the formation that I use currently is the 4-2-3-1, and I have to say I think this is better than the 4-2-1-3 that everyone waxes lyrical about, and it's actually a really good counter to it as well. So let's get into the custom tactics and let me show you how it works. Is your team looking a little something like this on FC25 and you're looking to upgrade it? But today I might have a solution for you with lootbar.gg. Lootbar.gg is the fastest place to get your coins, but not only that, they are also the cheapest. Not only are they 8 to 10% cheaper than all other competitors, they're also considerably cheaper than FC points. On top of that, Lootbar are now also offering 8% extra coins on every single order. You can now also buy packs directly from Lootbar, which are also cheaper than on the game. And don't just take it from me, a lot of other creators are using Lootbar, and you know you can trust them because their reviews are brilliant. And on top of all of that, guys, they offer a very fast delivery service, getting you your coins within 30 minutes. So if you are looking for FC25 coins, make sure to go to the pinned comment or the description and use code VIPER to get 8% off all of your orders. So guys, if you're enjoying the content, please let me know by leaving a like and also subscribing to the channel. We're doing very well on subscribers, so I do really appreciate the support. This formation is meant to counteract the 4-2-1-3. It has a lot of things that are relatively similar to it, specifically the two CDMs, but the way we set them up is very different to what you're probably used to seeing. Let's get into the tactics though, first of all, and let me show you why I really like this formation on this game. So of course it's the 4-2-3-1 narrow. It's a very compact formation unless you play with your outside cams on half winger. I'm not going to do that. I have tested it. It doesn't really work. You might as well just go into the 4-2-3-1-2. In terms of build-up style, I've tried counter. That's quite good on the 4-2-3-1. I don't really like short passing from experience, so balanced is kind of what I like, as it gives you a multitude of ways to play. But not only that, it is the one where, you know, your team isn't going to sit so deep. It's not going to sit on the break all the time, but it's also not going to be too attacking either. But in terms of defensive approach, you guys should know about this by now. Aggressive is disgusting on this game. It means that you're going to catch the opposition offside an awful lot. It means if you've got aggressive defenders and CDMs, that they're going to be able to get the ball back very quickly. It's all about aggression there, so make sure you've got high aggression players in your team. I do for the most part, and it works really well. But this is kind of a must for every formation on the game at the moment. It might take a bit of time to get used to, but as I say, your team is very aggressive, almost sits on the halfway line for the most part, and is very good at nicking the ball back quickly and starting your own counter-attacks. That is why aggressive is what I like, personally. Maybe you don't like it, go down to high, but I wouldn't drop deeper than 70 depth, as you are just inviting a bit too much pressure, especially against good players that know how to abuse Travellas. You are just going to get done by Travellas all game if you don't have aggressive on. That's what I found anyway. In the sweaty games, what ends up happening is there's a lot of space if you drop to even high in my experience, but certainly balance. If you come down here, you're going to get hit on Travellas constantly. So try and have it high or aggressive as the absolute minimum. As we move on to roles, this is where this formation becomes very interesting. I'm going to start from the goalkeeper, and this really is personal preference. You can have sweeper or goalkeeper. I've got it on goalkeeper. Casillas is the best at stopping Travellas and finesse shots, in my opinion. As we move on to Trent Alexander-Arnold, who is my right back, not attacking wing back, not full back, not wing back. It is going to be false back and balanced. This gives you a bit of an overload in the midfield. You know, you've got your two CDMs already, so you've got an overload for the most part against any other formation, really, especially when you consider the middle cam as well. But false back is very good if you've got very good passing fullbacks. Of course, Trent is one of the best passers in the world, also on this game. He's got every passing play style. It allows him to be very good at finding the passes through to the cams, but not only that, also to the striker at times. Our left back is also going to be on false back. In my case here, it's going to be João Neves. What a player he is in real life, by the way. But he's got ping pass plus. He's got good passing stats. He's very good, once again, similar to Trent, at finding passes inside to the cams and also to the striker at times as well. For the defenders, I think you guys already know this. It's going to be defender on both of them. Make sure you've got this as plus. It's very important. You know, your AI needs to be very good at centre-back, and you need to make sure both of your players do have defender plus at the back. CDMs. Now, this is where this formation turns into an absolute GOAT, in my opinion. I cannot believe, by the way, how underrated this Rabiot is. He's so good in game. he is going to be on holding ++ and defend. He is my CDM, right? He is my out-and-out CDM. He doesn't do anything else other than defend for the most part. He can drive the ball forward quite well. He is good at that, but he is there to defend almost exclusively, whereas my other CDM is going to be a bit more than that. Of course, Yaya Toure has got holding ++. We're not going to be playing him on that. It's going to be, in my opinion, the best role on FC25, and that is Deep Line Playmaker Plus or ++, and also build up. This is so good, especially for someone like Yaya Toure, who is so good in both boxes. Very good defensively, very good going forward. He's got good passing qualities as well. I believe he's got ping pass and then incisive silver. So your ability with one of your CDMs is a bit more than just, you know, a holding CDM. I know a lot of people like playing both of the CDMs in the 4-2-1-3, both on holding. I do not recommend that. I think it's quite important that you have one of them who's a bit more creative, and that's what you've got with Deep Line Playmaker. It's really, really good on this game, guys. And as I said, I think it is the best role on the game, full stop, end of story. It really is that good. Then for our cams, middle cam, make sure they've got 5-star skills. They're going to be on Playmaker ++, and that's it. That's all I want to do for my cam, my middle cam. You want someone here that's, you know, 5-star skills, good passing. Pele's insane at passing, even though he shouldn't be. He's also got tricks of silver, which might be a bit of a benefit for you down here as well. But I would recommend Playmaker ++, absolutely. It's the best for the middle cam. The kind of positions they pick up is amazing. So make sure you've got that on your centre cam in this formation. For our Lamb, now this is where the formation gets a bit strange and interesting. We have got another player here on Playmaker ++ and balanced. I don't know why I like this really, because once you see Marmoush, you're going to be like, what the hell are you doing? But I really like the runs that Dembele makes on the Playmaker. I also really like the kind of movement from the Playmaker role for the most part. So I'm going to have that on both of them. And also Dembele is a really, really good creator of chances. He's also a good goal scorer as well with low driven plus. But my idea is here as well to have your Lamb left-footed and your Ram right-footed for obvious reasons for Travellas. But Playmaker on your middle cam and left cam I found to work an absolute treat. And then your Ram is going to be on Shadow Striker. Wait till you see with ball on this because it looks a bit mad. But the idea is here that Marmoush kind of picks up a second striker position. He's got good passing play styles as well. That's the kind of thing I wanted to go for. At the very least, have a passing play style on each one of my cams. If you don't, you're in a little bit of trouble. I imagine everybody's got a cam now that has a passing play style. But Marmoush is very good with tiki-taka. I want him close to the striker because he's 5-star, 5-star. He can be quite unpredictable. And he's got trickster and he's got tiki-taka, which is vital to have on your cams as well if you can get it. Tiki-taka is a really goddamn underrated playstyle and should be given its flowers because it's so good. Striker, very, very easy, guys. It's not going to be target forward. It's not going to be false line. It's not going to be poacher. It's going to be advanced forward ++. And I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Everyone uses that on their strikers on this game. But as you can see here, with the setup, it looks very narrow. Now, the 4-2-3-1 is already narrow, so you've got that going for you. You can see Yaya Toure is essentially on Rabiot's toes. That's not how it works in game. They're both not super narrow and compact like that. But what you do get is your false backs are very close to the Lamb and Ram. And they've both got great passing. So you're able to find passes through to Marmoush and Dembele in my case really easily. And then you've got your two CDMs. One of them is a bit more aggressive than the other. Rabiot sits very deep. And then Toure is allowed to come forward and do a bit more going forward. Your middle cam is meant to be the absolute kind of the brain of the team, I suppose. He is there to find passes through to the Lamb, the Ram, the striker. And then the striker is just a goal scorer, right? Good pace, controlled lengthy, actually mostly lengthy, I think, for Mateta. And it just allows for a lot of fluidity, but also the ability to play tiki-taka, counter-attack, whatever you really want to do, you've got the opportunity to do with these roles and these tactics. The only thing you've got to be careful of, as I did say, is the 95 depth. That might be hard for some of you to get used to. You can see the code as well, top left there, guys. Give this formation a go. It's very different to the 4-2-1-3, but I promise you, it's a lot better and it's a lot more fun to use. Let me know if you do use them down below in the comment section. Let me know what you think to them. Let me know if you're going to modify them at all. But guys, if you have enjoyed today's video, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell to never miss a video. But guys, that's going to be it from me for now, so take care.